Ooh, it's hot. Hey, who's out here watching me lick an ice cream cone? It is so good. 49 cents. A quick trip. All right. It's a slow start with DoorDash. I started at 11:30. Well, it was supposed to start at 11:30. I got in the area at 11:45 and only had one order for $6 and 40 something cents at the Tindrum to go to Emory Hospital. And then I marked that thing thumbs down because number one, people know damn well if you work at Emory Hospital or any hospital for that matter, ain't no parking. I'm not paying for valet parking. I'm not gonna go and walk and look for you. So I call you as instructed. Call me when you get there. I one block away. Make sure I'm at the correct part of the emergency room because there's two. And sometimes you cannot always assume that people are at the main emergency room, especially if you work there. You're an employee. So anyway, I call and say that I'm 1 minute away and make sure that you make your way downstairs. So when I get there, you'll be ready to go. And I ain't got to hunt you down and walk all over the hospital looking for you. So got there, called for some black girl, went for $6 and some change. I'm quite sure it probably was a $2 tip or none. Matter of fact, I'm going to check and see because I ended the dash. I counted the remaining hours. I'm supposed to have been in North Drew Hill area till 10 o'clock at night. I canceled it. I said, bump this. I'm not going to stay around there. And then I did one Uber Eats order. And the Uber Eats order, the restaurant was closed. And they're not open in the lunchtime. They open at 4:30 until 11. I called Uber Eats customer service because they're supposed to pay me a cancellation fee. And that dumb stupid bitch tells me they don't see the order in the system. Like hell. So I called Uber Eats to tell them the restaurant canceled, and then they act like it never existed. Like I'm gonna be driving all the way somewhere to a restaurant that's closed, and think I'm not gonna get paid $4 or $5 for it. So I'm gonna email them later on, because they're gonna pay me. We're not playing that game. So then the restaurant for DoorDash was right around was the opposite way. I was about to go to a second order for Uber Eats, and it was in the Virginia Highlands area, like Highlands, like Midtown. It was 16 minutes away, but it was traffic. I thought, what the hell is going on? And I know what's going on. It's the music festival that they got downtown. So, well, you're not necessarily music festival. It's probably a whole lot of stuff going on. But then when I was going on my way to the Uber Eats order, then the Grubhub order came in. So I canceled the Uber Eats order because, one, I'm not driving for 16 minutes in traffic. And then I said, I'm a fixer. I'm going to get paid for this delivery even if I can get there. But if you're not close enough to the restaurant, the GPS is not going to pick it that you were there yet. And Lord, and luckily for me, I didn't go and pick up that order for Uber Eats because it got the nerve to the drop-off point was, and let me tell you, you could check off what the drop-off point with Uber Eats is by simply hitting it, hit arrive, and then you'll see where you're going. And then after that, just back out of it and make your way to the order. So the person at Uber Eats, they was going downtown. Atlanta Marriott Hotel in downtown Atlanta. Hell no. You know? So I dodged a bullet with that Uber Eats order. And after that, I just turned off the Uber Eats app. I said, bump this. I turned it off. Then I dropped off this order for DoorDash, which was $6.50-something at the Emory Hospital. And I parked near the valet parking, waited for her to come down, gave her bag, said thank you, and drove away. So I canceled the rest of my DoorDash order for the day. Then I picked up the other area in Lilburn, which is way more closer to my house, from 4:30 till 10. No, 4:30 to 9. So it's 1:50. I'm near Emory University, so I'm going back towards the house, and I'm gonna do Uber Eats around Snellville and Lilburn and Tucker. That's it. So I think it's a little bit too early to do food deliveries on a Saturday, especially in the morning. You know, morning and early afternoon. Hey y'all. So I said, shoot, I could have stayed at the house in the morning and cleaned up or did something. Now I only made $6. Sucks. Hey Nicole. So I'm sitting here eating an ice cream cone because it's hot in this car, and the phone keeps shutting off. But I refuse to turn on my air conditioner, but now I'm turning it on because the cabinet needs to be cool. Otherwise, my phone is going to shut off because the temperature is too hot. So I'm going to keep this turned on for a minute. And let me see. It's nice and cool now. Not because of the phone, but really these batteries, these lithium batteries, it could explode if it gets too hot. I was looking at the news the other day, and you know those little electric cigarettes or whatever you want to call those things, somebody died because of that. The first death reported ever. The person with those e-cigarettes or electric cigarettes or whatever, I guess he was, something happened and it exploded and he died from it. Google it. It was a white man. So they were saying how those cigarette things actually could explode like a bomb. And they were showing people videos where people were getting these e-cigarettes, and it was actually like showing where it would start exploding in people's hands, almost explode in people's face. So they were talking about these lithium batteries. That's basically the cause of it. So these cell phones, I think, is made with lithium battery. And if you're driving around, and it's not an iPhone, it could be any phone. You never know. If it gets too hot, a battery's going to explode, regardless if it's a phone, e-cigarette, or anything of that nature. So even that's why they said never use your cell phone when pumping gas, because you could ignite flames. Mm-mm. So that's a dangerous thing. Put it this way, I'd rather sit here and drive my air conditioner than drive people. Let me tell you, gas is what, $2 and what is it, 60 something cents, 2 cents? Wait till 2 weeks from now. It's gonna go to like $2.85 and higher. And I'm not trying to be making $6 and burning up all my gas driving around. People, most definitely not for people. And as for these food deliveries, you got to be efficient with your gas. Because let me tell you, this economy is turning for the worse. Things are going higher and higher and higher. What? $3.49? That's that's why people in California, they don't got no car. If they have a car, trust me, most people in California, they got that hybrid car, electric car. And I can assure you, my Corolla is going to be, I paid the tax on the car. All I got to do is go and get the emission test done, pass it. I'm going to start using my Corolla because it's really on gas. This Kia, it's good on gas, but at the same time, it has a bigger tank. And I'm not trying to fill up $60 to fill up this car, because that's how much it costs if the gas prices go up high. The gas price in Atlanta goes up to $4 or $3.80, whatever. That's what the price is going to be. And I'm not the one. But anywho, that's what the day's been going so far. $6. I'm gonna get my little cancellation fee out of Uber. You're not gonna send me to no restaurant closed and they ain't gonna stop by you don't see it. We're not playing that game. If I knew they were gonna do that mess, I would have hit a ride when I did, picked up, went to the customer's house with no food, and then canceled and say, put other and say restaurant closed to make sure I got paid for that order. That's what I should have done. Because I know for a fact I'm supposed to be paid that delivery fee. And then the thing was it was a 1.3 boost, I think it was. Or no, 1.6, 1 point, one of them. Shoot, it may be an extra 50 cents or $1, but shoot, it would have been at least $4. Come on, people. Gotta finish this ice cream cone. I don't want it to melt. Oh my. They've been having this 49-cent ice cream special. Look at this, $2.75 for unleaded, $3.25 for premium, non-ethanol, $3.25 in diesel, $3.09. And that's near Emory. Now, if I go further into the suburbs, it might be maybe It might be $2.69 or $2.70. It might be like 5 cents cheaper. Or it could be the same. It just all depends. I'm not quite in Atlanta, but I'm in Decatur. Let me turn this air conditioner down. Shoot, I should have got gas. I'm at 39 miles before I get empty. So I'm wait till I get to Lilburn, get closer to the house, and I'll buy me some gas. The way I figure, if I'm gonna pay $2 and some change for gas, I might as well sneak me a free drink from the oops, hot. Get me a free drink. See, look, I went right up there and filled me up some green tea in my little Starbucks cup. Even though they taste like water, so technically I really got water. I didn't get green tea because it did not taste like green tea. It tasted too watered down. Oh. But let me tell y'all about this week at work. Remember the one guy I was telling y'all about, all of them got vulgar language, but anyway, I'm supposed to be his work boo. He said, "You my work boo." And this whole conversation went on with kids because they old enough to be my children. Boy, some of them, especially those young girls, they got a long ways to go. Long, especially this one girl that I sit next to. She always, I'm going to see who I'm going to go out with tonight. My boyfriend, she got like two men at the same time at work. And they not like play buddy, like play husband and work husband. She be playing them. Let me see who's going to buy me something. Let me see who's going to get me something. I said, girl, what have you done with these guys? Because you seem to be thinking somebody owes you something and they're supposed to give you something. And it's like, I sit there and I just listen. I say, girl, they just don't know. They're like, what you gonna get me? What you gonna get me? And let me see which one of my boo's gonna buy me something. I was like, I haven't heard anything about what are you gonna do for them. Oh, my main man, he be taking me out to dinner and he be buying me. I'm gonna see if he gonna buy and get my hair done this weekend and gonna pay for my nails get done and I was like, how old are these people? I asked, how old is this dude? Because obviously, no, so I think she said 20 something. I don't know, but she's so immature. And she talking about, I don't know what I'm doing with my mama. Me and mama, we ain't talked for 2 weeks. That's how they sound. We ain't talked for 2 weeks, and my mama cursed me out. I said, what did you do? Because nobody's not gonna just curse you out unless you said something. And I said, see, you couldn't be my child because you could have been smacked straight in the mouth. If you think you're gonna curse at your mama, I don't care if I was upset with my mother for something or whatever, I would never even thought to cross my mind to curse at my mother. Carrie Smallwood would slap me the shit out of me. Let me tell you, my mother used to be a parole officer. Before she became in the ministry, my mother was a parole officer. And last week she was telling me about applying for a job in corrections. I said, I don't want to write no corrections. She says, you could do other things other than you can't even pass she tells me I can't even pass the test anyway because it requires you to use a firearm, take people down, and all that kind of stuff. And she said, I said, what am I supposed to be? You think I'm not physically able? No. Even though I'll be almost 50 this year, my mother's almost going to be 70. But my mother don't look like she's 70, and she don't have she's very active for her age. My mother's always been active. So, I know you can't. I did it 20 years ago because it's, you have to. There's things you got to do, like the same thing a police officer does when you're in a police academy. You got to carry 50 pounds or 45 pounds on your back and drag, and you get pepper sprayed. And she went through that last week as part of her. She's a chaplain in a prison in South Carolina. She works part time, and she was like, she told her, no, no, I'm not going through that. She said she don't want to go through that test because number one, she had knee surgery, and she's not looking to do that anymore. But but don't, oh, don't worry. If I have to take somebody down, I know the technique. So when those prisoners, they trying to get prayer and they act a fool, my mother is trying to take you down. Trust and believe. Don't let the collar fool you. So I know not to even dare speak ill about my mother. So these girls, they sitting up here, my mama, and then find out her mother is 36. She had her at 16. So she said, me and my mom, we don't act like mother and daughter because, we act more like story about she been living on her own since 16 and she was coming in and out of, went through 5, 6 high schools, you know. And I was like, and she no hood rat or nothing, but she's kind of, you know, popping up the mouth like somebody sent her some flowers at work. I said, girl, give you those flowers. Hey, Vicky. And she was like, yeah, my man give me flowers. And, she didn't even know how to even put the flowers thing together. And I told her, leave it until you take it home. Then you supposed to cut the stems, and then you put it in some warm room temperature water. Man, that girl been floating around with that box not yesterday, but the day before that. Took the flowers out, left them at work on her desk, let other people touch it. I said, those flowers were for you. It wasn't for you, for you to show all over the office. Exactly. And it was a nice bouquet that came in a pink, because, she likes pink. Came in a pink vase. And she was like, I don't know why he gave me some flowers. I was like, you know what? I told her, I said, you know what? You seem a little bit selfish. I said, what have you done with this, your main man and all these men you keep on talking about every day? There's one person in the office, and I'm not talking about the work booth where, she tried to play all these guys. And these others, the other coworkers, we all sit in this little concave. Now, let me tell you, old boy that talked about Cinco de Mayo at the end of the month, he been making some sense. I underestimated him. He's really a good guy. He still got a little country hood rat in him, but he be telling her things. He's I guess if I'm gonna be I said, boy, I'm too old to be your um, um, work boo. I said, you a cub, and I said, I could be the cougar. I said, boy, let me tell you, I'll be the number. If I'm I'm sitting there minding my own business, doing my work. Here he comes talking about, yeah, you the main boo. I said, if I'm the main boo, let me tell you what the stipulations are. Monday through Friday during work hours. When I come to work Monday, I expect my tea on my desk, my lunch, and I said, you could call me an Uber Select card. Don't give me those Uber X. I want me to top of the line. You could pick me up for work, take me to work. I can't do all that. I said, okay. So I said, okay. Then he gonna call me. He said, you a red bone. And I said, so here come the other dude. He said, ain't that many men up in this office, in this department. Here come this other guy. He keeps staring at me every day. It is creepy. He's like, I said, why he keeps staring at me all the time from day one? So here he comes. He's flopping his butt up there. in the middle of all of us. He says, "Nah, dude, these are my work booths." He got three of us, me and these other two girls. We supposed to be in work booths. I said, "All right." I said, so so he was like, "Ooh, you red bone." He says, I said, I said, I knew it was coming. So they're gonna be flipping out. I get lay my hair down, start wearing my little summer dresses and my heels. Shit, I probably have all those little cubs in that office running, and those little chicken head girls, young girls. I'ma teach them some stuff. Shoot, they don't know. They need some lessons, cause they be I say, y'all get played. I say, ain't no man playing me. Y'all talk about, I slept with my man and you slept with this man and y'all ain't getting shit. Man, I'll have a man running. They're gonna be up there laid out the damn red carpet. And you know what's gonna happen? All those little chicken head young girls, they think they the shit. They ain't see the shit. I told them the other day, I said on my worst day I look a whole lot better than y'all. I said on my worst day. Shit. Man, please. I said, don't let the quietness clap you, thinking I'm older than most of your mamas. I could clap back just as hard. See, keep playing. They look at, that young girl. She almost trying to say something to me. She know what she talking about. I said, what you talking about? Well, I don't know. I forgot. I said, the next time you say I don't know what I'm talking about, you forgot. Girl, sit down. Sit down. And then she make herself look so stupid. I said, girl, bye. I said, I'm older than your mama. And then you talking, looking, trying to be disrespectful. And then you need to show her respect. He showed me respect. I showed them respect. I show these people utmost respect, regardless. All right, I'm back. I'm just hitting things, Claremont Road on there, Decatur. There's always a bad spot over here on North True Hills. But yep, at work, it's getting a little bit better. I just learned to laugh. You dating? Oh, you doing DoorDash all day? Yeah, I had stopped doing dating. Oh, you doing DoorDash all day? Yeah, I had stopped doing DoorDash. I got one offer to go to Emory Hospital, and I said, bump this. So I canceled the rest of the blocks because it was supposed to be from 11:30 till 10 at night. I said, bump that. I ain't staying that long. So I canceled the block, and then I picked up Lilburn from 4:30 to 9. It may extend to 10 o'clock, so I'm going back towards Lilburn and going back towards Stone Mountain, and then I'm going to turn on my app at 4:30 because I probably get more orders as it gets closer to lunch. Not lunch, dinner. But right now, that early part, 11 o'clock till 2, 3, it's too slow. Even Uber wasn't even picking up. I'm like, what the hell? And I had to leave around Emory and down this area because the Uber Eats order I got, they didn't pay me the cancellation fee when the restaurant was closed. And then the dang drop-off point, when I looked at the address to drop it off to the customer, it was a damn Marriott Marquis Hotel downtown. And I am going to the Marriott Marquis downtown. Shoot, nope, not me. So I said, let me go out in the outskirts in the suburbs. Lilburn, Lawrenceville, Snellville. Shoot, even Stone Mountain. I'm not doing no. If you in Atlanta, do not. I repeat, do not try to go down to Virginia Highlands, or I'm gonna even say Buckhead, because number one, let me tell you, those white folks, they gonna be out and about. They're gonna be out and about. They're gonna be, going to the pubs, going to the bars. So it ain't worth it. I'm making my way. And then the thing about it, let me see, is it graduation? people will be preparing for graduation. I don't know when the graduation is. Usually at the end of the month. I'm going to Houston at the end of the month, June 2nd. My niece has graduated from high school, so I'll be going to Houston. And yeah, it's almost time for those people from Emory and Georgia Tech and all those. It'll be almost time for them to go back to school. Will be almost over. And once the semester's over for the summer, you know, it's gonna kind of slow down a little bit in those areas, unless they staying in town and they living off campus. But see, that's when it starts to get slow with Uber Eats around those schools. But let me tell you, today I turned on Amazon Flex. I had about 20 offers all day. It was like Amazon, go to Smyrna to pick up packages all day. It stood there for a long time. I was like, nope, decline, decline, decline. Then when I refreshed the app, a whole new batch of orders came in again. It was a lot. I tell y'all, it was a lot. They had so many offers with Amazon, and some of them were pretty good. Don't get me wrong. There were some that was $48. I didn't feel like driving that far out. You know, I said, mm-mm. But it was a lot of offers. So I don't know who took them, but it sure wasn't gonna be me. And yeah, I probably could have took it 60 something dollars, but I just didn't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. And I just don't. I don't know. I just think that the money seems good with Amazon when they pay 72, 60 something for 3 hours. But when you really look at it, when they pay in terms of mileage, like you have to go. First of all, I gotta go all the way to Smyrna, which is like 40 minutes from Stone Mountain to Smyrna. Then you pick up the packages. Then you don't know where you're going. Then say you're going back. Even if I was going back to Decatur or back towards the east side of town where I live, or let's say I was to go down the street, College Park, it's just too much. It's just too much. You're not really getting paid a whole lot when you think about total miles you driving. Now, that's one thing I like about the Lyft. See, the Lyft is going to pay me $13.50 per hour that I'm on the task plus 50 cents a mile. If I'm going to, what the hell happened over here? Somebody got, oh, I thought it was an accident on the other side of 78. Somebody must have broke down and got the tow truck. They got pulled up to the side of the road, but they're on the wrong side of the road. But anywho, see, at least with the Lyft, by the time they factor all the miles that I'm driving, oh, that's okay. At least I'm getting paid $13.50 per hour on a task plus the mileage. And if I'm on task and going 60 something miles, and I'm on there for 4 hours or whatever, it could be almost about $100 something dollars. Pays a little bit more when it comes to delivering their packages and picking up packages, because at least you're getting paid during that. Now they do take away, but overall they're gonna pay more than what what Amazon's gonna pay to pick up packages. So since I'm not in the downtown area, I'm not gonna be doing the Amazon restaurants. I did really well with Uber Eats yesterday, but I was tired. Oh Lord, how many hours you did Uber Eats yesterday? And what area was this? Was it still Alpharetta, Holcomb Bridge, or? what were the hours you were doing it? Because I could have did Uber Eats yesterday, but I got to. When I got off from work, I only made about $60. What? 10? Did you do it all day that day, or did you just do it like? How much did you make over there on the south side of town? Not that I would go over there. I'm staying right on the east. How many hours was that? And how much did you make around? Was it over 100? 147. Dang, that's good. You must got a lot of tips too. Was that all day, or was that just like lunchtime and then dinner? No, that's good. $30 if it was tips. You know, that's like I said, it's always a statistic. If you do 20 deliveries with Uber Eats, at least 30% of people will tip. It's always going to come up to be about that amount. They're going to tip. You do 10 trips, 2 of those people, I've always kept track of, not physically like on paper and pen, but I always notice, keep track of trends. Because one form of fashion, I'm going to get a tip with Uber Eats, one way or the other. Hey, Ruth. Regina. I'm going to do Uber Eats from 2:30 when I get closer to 78. I'm going to turn back down the Uber Eats app. Do that until 4:30. Then I'm going to make my way to the hot spot in Lilburn. But so far, DoorDash, it all depends on where you at and how people feel the order. They're not going to be as busy. I noticed that I got me some real good deliveries during the weekday because I think most people, if they're going to do food deliveries, they're going to usually do it on the weekends. So I don't want to think about doing lift again. You got that right. Rudy, do you sign up for Amazon? Because Amazon, it's been 10 offers today. I turned on that app, it was like 4, 8, I was like, dang, there's offers out there. And I did not take not one. I did not feel like going to Smyrna. Sure didn't. If you sign up for Amazon Flex, you may want to start. See, I have to be in the mindset to say I'm going to do Amazon packages. Now, maybe next weekend, I may do Amazon Flex. That way I could at least make my way to Marietta. Yep, sure I am dashing in a damn Grubhub t-shirt. For one thing, I can't find my damn DoorDash t-shirt. You know, after I cursed DoorDash almost 2 years ago, now it's time for me to get the damn shirt. I can't even find the damn shirt. I think I wore it the other day. It might be somewhere deep, deep, deep in a damn closet somewhere. So I may find that DoorDash shirt. Shoot. Ain't nobody noticing no Grub shirt anyway. I'll show up there with a Panera bag, delivery bag, and put their food right in this little black Panera bag. But I do have my DoorDash bag. I know one thing. This dang air conditioner is burning up my dang gas. Turn this thing down. I try to keep my phone. You think people now there is more customers on Amazon Flex than Uber Eats? I think they're starting to notice. Especially if you with the Amazon restaurants. Yeah, they're starting to notice. And it's always going to be, let me tell you, how it's always going to start. It's always going to start out. Mostly going to be Buckhead and all those little inclusive little areas. They're going to be the first ones that's mainly going to use the Amazon restaurants. That's why I have to figure out. That's why I think it's going to be more feasible if you're in Buckhead when you do Amazon restaurants. And then at Amazon Prime, yeah, I think it's starting to pick up. I think once these restaurants, they're not going to continue to pay all these fees to these restaurants. So I think a lot of them are starting to cut their ties, and they're not choosing all of them. I think a lot of them are doing DoorDash for sure. I hear more positive things from restaurants that they prefer DoorDash than Grubhub. Grubhub is getting cut from a lot of restaurants. People they don't like being bothered. And then that's why they trying to partnership with these big name restaurants like Grubhub has KFC, but you don't see a whole lot of people ordering KFC for Grubhub as much. They do, but they trying to pick up from these major chains like Uber's doing McDonald's. Carmen's, they be like, you know who. It is gonna be karma because see, you can't continue to treat your drivers all kind of crazy with Grubhub, and then now you begging people to drive for us, drive. No, I've been keeping track of it on a Facebook group in Atlanta for Grubhub, and people are actually telling them to kiss their ass and telling them they could deactivate their account. People are too through with Grubhub, and that nasty jackass Matthew, his ass gonna get fired. Trust his leave. He gonna get fired because they evaluate those office people or office managers or whatever they want to call them, driver support at the local office. They look at that. They look at terms of complaints and how they being treated. See, I wrote my letter. Now, whether they choose to respond back to me, you ain't gotta respond back to me. Never. But I know one thing. You're gonna respond back to the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. You're gonna respond to that. You're gonna respond to government regulatory agencies when more and more people start filing complaints. See, my little complaint may not be taken seriously immediately, but eventually it will come back to play. It will come back to play because it's just a matter of time. So you can't treat people all kind of way, because you know what? You're gonna need drivers way before the drivers need you as a company. I don't care if I wasn't working, even if I didn't have a job. Trust and believe. All these companies be needing people. We need people. Because everybody who's been doing this gig job for 2 years, some people may be doing it for 3. After 2 years or so, you have to start thinking about buying another car or start driving less to preserve your car. You know, and if you're doing this as a full time gig, or even if you're doing it to make majority of your money, you have to start putting aside some money. You know, because think about it. If you put aside even just $100 for the next 2 years, and you just put that money aside, and you put, a little bit of tax refund money you get, or any extra money, and say you want to buy a car, you don't even have to put a down payment. Hey, Seattle. So it's like you have to start thinking about other ways of making more money, either through investments or whatever. I invested some small money in Acorn. I signed up, so I put a little bit of money to do some investment in Acorn, and I also invested in a TV station in LA, Los Angeles. Remember I told y'all about last year? I was telling y'all about buying stock in Punch TV. Yep, DoorDash is slow. That's why I canceled my block, and I'm resuming again at 4:30 in Lilburn. So right now it's kind of slow. I need to go home and clean. That's what I need to do. But I'm gonna get on Snellville 124. I'm gonna wait and see if I get anything over there. If not, and I may just go into take me a small little break. But anywho, so I invested in a TV station network in California, Punch TV, and they're having their convention this summer. But I don't think I'll be able to go. And they're really starting to ask and rent on a IPO. My little investment that I made hopefully would turn into tens of thousands of dollars. And I talked about it last year, and anybody wants to know further about it, I'll make another video. Not a live stream video. I think I'll do a recording video and talk more about it. But it was $1 a share, and then it went to $5 a share. And if it goes public, it'll probably be way more than that. But it's not a scam, so trust me, I do my research. But you know what? I said, let me buy it, because they had investors from Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, and they had a lot of Hollywood black people invest in it. And I said, well, shoot, if they're investing in it, let me invest too. Because let me tell you, that's how BET started. That's how Google started. That's how Amazon started. That's how Apple started. And I said, hell to the no, if I'm not going to jump and take advantage of this opportunity. Because can you imagine if I had bought that damn Apple stock, or Google, or any of those companies when they first started asking for investors the same exact way, I would have been a damn millionaire. And that's a small investment. That's not even a huge investment. I was watching a dang documentary about Facebook last week, and not the movie they made, but the actual story. And they had all these people that the founder of Facebook, he was asking people to invest in the company. It was like, nope. They said no. And then here it is, not even 10 years, these same people kicking themselves in the head. And I said to myself, I'm gonna do the same thing too. I'm gonna say, yep, let me invest in it. Let me get my foot in the door, just like pioneers, investors, and that's what I did. Because I'm not planning on working forever. I'm not planning on working these little gig jobs and trying to make money, when I'm 65, 70. Nope. Number one, most cars, these new millennials, or not new, but these millennials and next generation, they're not going to be driving any cars. Most of them are not going to, I'm not saying it's going to be some driverless cars either, or flying cars. I read something about that yesterday, the other day too. Amazon's trying to get into flying cars, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. In less than 10 years, this whole new world is going to be a whole lot different in regards to transportation and technology and, the infrastructure. A lot of people, they so, these cars, they just going to crash. It's just going to, they're not ready to do it. It's not going to happen. 10 years of technology or 10 years of changes, they've been working on it. They've been working on these plans. Not just yesterday, not 2 years ago. They've been doing this for the last 10, 15 years. I expect things to happen. The Uber car, autonomous car, it crashed. It did this. It's not going to work. See, it's not going to work. What do you think happened to these cars when they first came and started the automobile? People went from buggy and horse to driving cars. Those cars did the same thing. The same thing. It wasn't error free, or it didn't have its kinks or accidents. It's just what it was. But now look at it. Look what's going on. Look what happened. How do you think people who are billionaires, generational wealth, how do you think those people made money? They made money because they saw the change that was going on, and they were companies that were looking for people to invest, and those people basically got money on their return because they saw something beyond the negativity of it. It ain't gonna work. I can't see nobody driving in no car drive by itself. I can't see people getting in the car with a spaceship drive. People always say what they can't do. It ain't meant for you to. It ain't meant to happen in your time, in your lifetime. But if you invest in things and innovative technology when nobody heard of it, those are the ones who make money. See, everybody jumped on that stupid Bitcoin bit. I'm gonna do Bitcoin too, because see, it's too late. Don't get into no stupid stuff because it became hot once it's reported to the news. Oh, Bitcoin. If you invested in Bitcoin, you'll be a millionaire. Everybody want to buy the Bitcoin. That's too late. See, for those who had jumped at it when they first was not even a thought or a concept that people understood, and they said 5 years ago or 6 years ago or whatever Bitcoin came about, and you were one of those people who bought $10 worth of Bitcoin when nobody even thought about it, and you became a millionaire from a $100 investment that you did 10 years ago, and it exploded to 2,000 something percent. Yes, I'm quite sure if I heard of that Bitcoin thing years ago, and someone told me about it, I would have been like, okay, here's $100. I It wouldn't even been a thought in my mind about it. I wouldn't even be driving doing these little side gigs. But see, I probably came across it and didn't even know, but didn't even understand, or maybe it was something, not keeping abreast of stuff. But see, it's that hidden things that most people is going to hear about. There's a lot of things. That's why I invested in that TV network. That's why I invested in some other little things. And I ain't gonna say what it is for now, but I grew up studying finance when I was in high school. You know, when I was in my 20s, I worked on Wall Street. All those big companies, Shearson Lehman and Bank of New York and some of these other companies I used to work in my 20s, they no longer exist. Those companies went belly up when the dot boom came about in the year 2000. And I worked for those very same companies back in the late 80s, 90s. You know, see, everybody's going out to the damn Lake Lanier. They filling up their little boats. Ain't nobody, I don't know, it's going to be busy today. I'm going to wait till around summer. I mean around summer. I'm going to wait around dinner time. But I think a lot of people, they're going to be, I know that damn Instacart is shipped. Well, not really shipped. I haven't seen too much from them. I think too many people are going out and about eating out. I don't think it's going to be as busy. It may be a little bit, but it ain't going to be popping. Whew. Turn down it. I'm going to see how it is today. I think the only people who's going to probably be ordering some damn food is probably people who can't afford to go nowhere, sitting around the house all day. All the money people who got some money, they taking their boats, they going to Lake Lanier, they going to festivals. See, they doing the fun little stuff. They are not going to be sitting around no house. All right, I'm in Snellville. Yeah, you still on here? Who else is on here? Y'all ain't been saying nothing. I'm about to turn on Uber Eats in a minute. Let me see, 244. Yeah, I can tell by the traffic. These people are driving towards Buford, Lawrenceville Highway, Lawrenceville. And look at this dang cookout building wrapped around the corner. At that drive, nobody don't want to get out the car. Lazy. And then it's Mother's Day weekend too. See, Mother's Day weekend. I don't know if there's any graduations going on this week. I always thought people usually graduate around Mother's Day. I haven't heard too much about graduation. I don't know if it's a week early, well, next week, but I know in the next 2 weeks at least. I think with a lot of things going on, Mother's Day, graduations, I think it's going to be slow until all those festive stuff is finished with. Father's Day, most people don't really study Father's Day. Not to say that nobody don't care about Father's Day, but Father's Day don't get the love like Mother's Day. See, Father's Day, people be like, well, whatever. Hey, Jameson, where you at, Jameson? Because you know what? I may make my way right towards the at your job. I passed that thing the other day. I said, look at that thing, Jameson, right up there at AutoZone in Lawrenceville. I may go up there. I'm gonna stick around this Snellville area, see if I can get me a couple or Uber Eats orders until my DoorDash block begins, and then I may drive by over there and see what you're doing. What? You quit? You quit AutoZone? Damn, people ain't talking. They call me on the phone and you ain't saying nothing. You quit AutoZone before I could even make my way up there. All right, it's getting hot in this car. Shit. I just think it's just slow because I think everybody, they I don't know if there's any graduations going on or people just out and about doing Mother's Day stuff. I think that's what it is. Everybody's doing other things. So let me tell you, I just left over North True Hills and I canceled the remaining of my blocks. I said, bump this. It's too long to be around here all damn day. But I knew pretty much the morning ain't gonna be busy. And I could assure you, if they wanted you to do something, they probably would have been sending you to they probably gonna be sending you to downtown because all that stuff going on downtown. If people are going downtown, they either downtown. If there's a graduations going on this weekend, which I don't think it is, then most of them are gonna be downtown because they're gonna be at those hotels. And they gonna bring their lazy asses and gonna go straight down the road, Peachtree Street, pick a street, and go to these restaurants. I'm gonna sit and go on this quick trip for a minute. What? Oh Lord, play it back. Play it back. Can't go back. I said, how you gonna just quit AutoZone before I got over there so I could see what kind of discount you was gonna get? I would at least stayed at AutoZone. They would have had to be like, I would have to tell them straight up, my schedule Saturday, Sunday, and that's it. See, I would have quit AutoZone. They would have to be like, you know what, this is my schedule.
Saturday, Sunday, that's it. But Jameson, have you ever done Lilburn area for DoorDash? Because I did DoorDash the other day early in the week, and I did about $48, 50 something dollars. It seemed pretty good. Cause see, I need to make at least $350 to $400 a week, combining all the gigs. And I'm so mad because I ain't had no deliver orders this week. And deliver, I could easily get about $150 or whatever for a couple of days. Alright, I'm back. Excuse me. Oh, look at that cute little dog. He got a sweater on. Hey! Look at this cute little dog. I love what? Bacardi. What you say you love? I love bacon. Look at that cute little dog. You're supposed to be going to the bathroom, not walking around. Ooh, so hot. Let me hurry. Let me put some gas in this car. What's the price of gas? $2.68. Just what I told y'all. 10 cents cheaper. I think it's just gonna be busy around dinner time, 4 or 5 o'clock. I think the morning time is not as great anymore. I think Saturday mornings, early afternoon, that may not be a good time really to do Uber or any food delivery. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to, I should have took those orders for Amazon earlier. I think next weekend, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my plan. Next weekend, I'm gonna do package deliveries. If it's from noon to 3, 4 o'clock. As long as it's not at night, I'm gonna start doing packages next Saturday and make my way towards Smyrna. Get that $72. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because if I do, it's gonna be this damn slow with food deliveries. I would have took those 6 delivery requests when it was given. Because see, I know people are not gonna do Amazon in the mornings. I know they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. me go and get me some gas. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. $44.16 in gas for 16.42 gallons. That means I ain't got to fill up for the rest of the week. Alright, I'm getting tired. Alright, y'all, this stream's been long enough. I'll come back later on this evening, see what y'all up to. Bye.